Hello, we are from group Ariep Kemah. My name is Ikhwan. This is Ariep. This is Farisha Juan. And this is Fakir Shami. Firstly, I will explain about the group summary. And then my friend Farisha Juan will explain about the objective of the project and analysis, which is output and process. And then my friend Fakir Shami will explain about the flowchart and pseudocode. And then he will explain about source code. Lastly, my friend Ariep will explain about the sample of outputs.
Project Summary. Active Futsal Sports Centre, or ASFC, is an agency that specializes in locating rental places for futsal games. As the futsal court rental business is growing day by day. This is because more people are getting interested in the sport. Finding a rental court near you can be hard and can be even harder to locate an affordable one. It's also a hassle to check the occupancy of certain courts, having to call or checking physically at the counter. Certain information are commonly displayed, such as maximum numbers of players, the name of the court, and the name of the renter. This project was suggested to create a program to help solve these problems.
So this is our project objective. The program objective is to process several rental applications. The program will display two lists. The first list will display the court name, owner names, maximum number of players, rental price and occupancy status. Secondly, it will display occupied court along with information about the court with the highest rental charge per person. This program will make renting futsal court easier and more efficient. So the second one is project analysis. So the input is name, number of players and maximum rental price. The process is assign a court to the user based on their specified criteria. So for the last is output. The first list of output is name of court, rental price, maximum number of players and occupancy status, whether the court is currently occupied or not. So the second output is occupied court, information about the court, and the lastly is highest rental charge per person. So that's all about project analysis and objective.
The given flowcharts present a program that allows user to run courts for sport activities. The program requires the user to input certain information such as the number of courts available, the maximum number of players allowed, the names of the court, rental prices, and occupancy status. The program also prompts the user to enter the name and the number of players they have. The program will check if a court is available for rent by verifying its occupancy status. If a court is unoccupied and can accommodate the number of players specified by the user, then it is considered available for rent. The program also checks if the rental price of a court is within the budget specified by the user. If a court is available for rent, its name and rental price are displayed along with its maximum capacity. If no courts are available for rent, then a message indicating that all courts are occupied is displayed. The program also includes error message in case invalid inputs are entered by the user. For instance, if an invalid number of players or rental price is entered, an error message will be displayed prompting the user to try again. In summary, this flowchart presents a program that allows user to rent sport courts based on a certain criteria such as availability and rental price. The program includes error messages in case invalid inputs are entered by the user. The provided pseudocode is a program to manage the rental of courts at ASFC. It defines the number of courts, their attributes, and functions to check the court availability and display the list of occupied and unoccupied courts. The main program prompts the user to enter their name, the number of players, and the maximum rental price. It then validates the input and assigns a court to the user if available, updating the courts, occupancy status, and rental names. The program allows for processing multiple rental applications and ends by displaying the final list of courts. This C++ code is a program designed to manage the rental of courts at a sports facility called ASFC. Let's break down its functionality and structure. The first one is header includes. The code includes necessary C++ standard libraries for input, output, IO stream, and stream manipulation. Second, constants and arrays. Constants are defined to the number of courts, num_courts, and the maximum number of players, max_players. Parallel arrays are declared to store information about each court, including its name, rental price, maximum players, occupancy status, and rental name. Third, function prototypes. Function prototypes are declared for two functions. It is check criteria and display list. These functions are defined later in the code. For main function. The main function prompts the user to input their name, the number of players, and the maximum rental price they are willing to pay. It validates the user inputs and searches for a suitable court based on the entered criteria using a loop. If a court meeting the criteria is found, it assigns the court to the user and updates its occupancy status and rental name. After each rental application is processed, the user is asked if they want to continue. The program loops until the user chooses to stop. Finally, it is called the display list function to show the final status of the courts. Fifth, check criteria function. This function checks if a court is unoccupied, can accommodate the specified number of players, and falls within the user budget. It returns true if all criteria are met, otherwise it returns false. 6. Display list function. This function displays two lists, one for occupied courts with their rental names and another for unoccupied courts with their rental prices and maximum players. Additionally, it calculates and displays the court with the highest rental charge per person among unoccupied courts.
As you can see, here are the samples of output for our program. This is the first sample. Firstly, it will display the name, the number of players, and the maximum rental price that has been entered by the user. Then, it will display the name of the court that matched the criteria given by the user. It will also display the rental price and the maximum number of players for the court. After that, the program will ask the user if they want to make another rental application or not. In this sample, the user wanted to make another application. It will display again the detail that has been entered by user and the detail, rental price, and maximum number of players for the court assigned. Then, the program will ask again if the user want to make another rental application or not. If the user tend to say no, the program will display the list of occupied and unoccupied courts. In the occupied courts list, it will show the name of the court that have been occupied and the renter's name. On the other side, it will show the name of the court that have not been occupied, the rental price, and the maximum number of players for each court. Lastly, the program will display the name of the court that has the highest rental charge per person and its rate. This is the second sample. Again, it will display the detail that has been entered by the user and the detailed rental price and maximum number of players for the court assigned. After that, the user wanted to make another application, but there is no criteria that fits into our court in the database. So, the program will display that there is no court available that fits the criteria. It will repeat the same process, which is the program will display the list of occupied and unoccupied courts and the name of the court that has the highest rental charge per person and its rate. Here is the last sample, and again, it will repeat the same process. In this sample, the user didn't want to make another application, so the program will jump straight to the occupied and unoccupied courts list and the name of the court that has the highest rental charge per person and its rate.
Hello, that is all from us. See you again. Bye.